Hello and welcome to DiRT Rally 2.0. I almost called it Colin McRae Rally 2.0 because that was the first rally game that I ever remember playing. Colin McRae Rally 2.0, probably one of my favourite games available on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. But we are in DiRT Rally 2.0, which is of course a successor to the very popular and very well received DiRT Rally from Codemasters. Now, I did a series on DiRT Rally and I got, 90 odd episodes or something, starting right at the beginning, and we worked our way through the classes. Now, DiRT Rally 2.0, I've only played a little bit. I've picked one card, done about, I think I did one stage, one card, just to make sure that I could record this properly. I've had some difficulty with my recording setup lately to make sure that this is all working, so it all works now, and yeah, we're going to jump straight into it. I'm going to be doing some time trials as my first impressions. So we're just going to pick a few cars, do a short run or something on some of the stages, and we'll just see what it is like. So make sure you stay tuned for, I suppose, the next 20 odd minutes, maybe 30 minutes for that. And though the title says starting career mode, or it says career mode or something maybe on it, this is not the career mode part, but I will be doing a full career mode on this because, well, it just looks brilliant. So let's just see what we get. Okay, so at the moment, this is what's available in DiRT Rally. So we've got the Rallycross stuff, which I might take a look at. Is that Silverstone? No, that's not Silverstone. Look like it. That's Silverstone. That wing was, yeah, the Silverstone Rallycross circuit. Silverstone, England. There it goes. It tells us up there. I was going to say, is that Silverstone? It tells us up there. I wasn't looking there. So I just saw the wing. I thought it looked a bit like Silverstone, but it's not. That is. I didn't know there was a Rallycross circuit in Silverstone. There's a lot of Rallycross circuits. Now, there are more tracks and everything that are coming from the old titles as DLC. Now, I have got it as the deluxe edition. I'm not sure what I think of the whole DLC thing, but let's start with Argentina. Let's jump through a few of these. I mean, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outright, which is more than DiRT Rally came with at the start, and then the DLC I think are going to bring all the rest of it in. So Finland, Sweden, Wales, Monaco or Monte Carlo, Germany. That's another 6. So you'll have 12 locations, which should be pretty good. We're going to go for, let's see if I can find a short stage. There we go. Miraflores. And we're going to go for, we'll start with daytime, clear, dry surface. I think that's probably a good one to go for. And I think we should probably start with a basic car too, instead of going right the way up. So let's go for the Mini Cooper. It's a naturally aspirated manual 4-gear, 4-speed transmission. It should be interesting. Oops, no. How do I... brake? Synonymous with classic rally, the compact Mini Cooper S excelled in rallying, making use of its size and low weight, but with a small but punchy engine being added into the mix. This iconic car dominated multiple racing series throughout the 1960s. So that's the one we're going to go for. Number 17, button 17. Now, I still don't know what all these buttons are. I think it's that one. Nope, that's not it. That's 17. There we go. Okay, so how do I change livery like that? There we go. So we've got a bunch of liveries available on every car, of course. I'm looking for, I suppose the classic red livery is all we're going to have. So we're just going to go for the classic red livery and we're just going to jump straight into it. And there we go. Was that the Catamarca province in Argentina? Lovely. Looks like it is an uphill climb. It looks like it's going to be very tough, but we're going to find out. I've not done this before. This is my first impressions. I have not looked at this track yet. This is going to be interesting. Oh, standard noises from the first DiRT Rally. I guess I've kept that. Let's leave this on for the first run. I have had to do a couple of things. I had to switch off or lower some graphical settings. Now, that's odd given I have an RTX 2070 and an overclocked CPU, but I had to do that, so It's alright. So you can see that the anti-aliasing isn't brilliant. I'm going to try and work out how to improve that. I think I did in the original Dirt, and I'm sure optimizations will sort that out. Now, one thing that's different is we have tyres. Now, they recommend the medium tyre, so we can go for hard tyre and soft tyre, which... This is something that's a bit like Richard Burns Rally. However, it's not... I think Richard Burns Rally was a lot more in-depth. This is just 3 compounds. I think there were a lot more, maybe individual tyres or something that you could do in Richard Burns. Of course, you've got the vehicle tuning, same as the original Dirt Rally. So you've got alignment, brakes, diff, gearing, damping, and the springs. So you can do that. You've got your leaderboard. I am going to absolutely get thrashed in this, but I am going to give it a go. So, let's wait until this sort of gives me control of the car. Have I got control? I don't know.
5.
Yep, I've got some.
3, 2, 1, go. 60.
Okay, here we go.
Hairpin right, tightens.
Open hairpin to start with. I can't do hairpins. I'm sure people have noticed this before. Front wheel drive car, of course, hairpins are going to be interesting. But you can see, look at the frame rate. It's not brilliant. That being said, I'm not going to focus on that frame rate just now.
Extra long.
I'm going to actually focus more on the driving of this car. It's very interesting to drive in Dirt Rally 2.0 already, I can tell you that. And the reason I'm saying that is because it kind of feels real. At least on this. I've heard a little bit of complaints already. Unseen hairpin left, okay.
Into 1 right tightens.
Where's the unseen hairpin? There it is.
Into don't cut 6 left.
So the physics are very realistic.
Keep right into 4 left.
But I have heard some complaints about tarmac. Now, I haven't had much time on the tarmac, so I'm going to have to figure out what it's like. Where's the Titans one? There it is.
Into 5 left. 6 right.
But yeah, there's been some complaints about the tarmac. Now, I remember in Dirt Rally, the original Dirt Rally, the tarmac was
6 right.
Odd.
30.
Oops, come on, all the way around. The tarmac was odd. It was very easy to drive on, but it didn't feel like tarmac at all. By the way, I've got my force feedback at 100. I'll talk about force feedback in a moment too. So it's not, even though, okay, look at that.
2 left tightens.
That was frame lag.
Into 6 right.
I don't understand why there is that sort of frame lag there. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know whether it's the crowd or what, but this is doing really badly currently on my system.
Left.
And it really shouldn't be.
6 right, long.
I think it is the crowd.
50, crest and unseen hairpin right.
Unseen hairpin right, okay.
30. Don't cut 1 left of a narrow bridge.
That wasn't terrible.
30.
The frames are...
3 left. And
come on, I need something
right
more than
1 left,
10
don't
frames
cut.
a second.
Into 4 right of a narrow bridge. Into 4 left of a crest and 4 right.
Another bridge.
2 left tightens.
I have to say though, this stage, first time on it, it's very nice. If only the
30. Unseen hairpin right.
if only the frames would hold,
Into hairpin left.
which is, oh come on, oh dear. Okay. So physics wise, which is what this is really all about, Dirt Rally 2.0 is, well, I think Dirt Rally is a simulator, so physics is what matters usually the absolute most on these. Don't cut, don't go off there and don't cut. I'm trying to use a handbrake on this, but it's not.
2 left, tightens of a narrow bridge. 30. 2 right, 1 left.
So yeah, the physics on this are interesting because they feel very different from the original Dirt Rally, in a sense that I actually feel like I am driving on dirt, and I've driven on mud and stuff like that before.
Right over finish.
So
30, 3 left to stop.
this feels very much like that. Stage complete. Okay. Frames weren't great there, but okay, stage complete. That's fine. I'm not gonna. Yeah, RaceNet's not available right now. That's just my security blocking at the moment. Right now, we're just going to return to the main menu on that. Interesting. We'll have a look at a replay in a bit. But what I was talking about with the physics, from what I can tell there, that felt like it was pretty rough to drive on. It says here heavy gravel. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Monaro, and we're going to go for a nice short one, 3 miles. That looks good. And let's go for a dry surface again, and we'll pick up the pace. We'll pick up the pace, and we'll go over to let's go over to a Golf GTI. Why not? Here we go. So we're going to Australia now. Crikey, this is going to be a good one. But we're looking at the physics from this angle. Just so far, they feel very realistic. We've got a bit of tarmac on this. I want to see what the tarmac physics are like, because I've heard a lot of complaints on that. Frames on this are a bit awkward for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on with the frames, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see exactly what happens. So let's get a bit more of an idea.
3, 2, 1, go. 50. 6
Okay.
left 30, turn square right.
6 left 30, turn square
Into
right.
3 left long, opens over crest. Into 5
Okay,
right long,
this feels
tightens
good.
2. Opens over crest.
This feels like this is very nice.
Into 5 right. Into 4 left, don't cut. Into 3 right, tightens. Into 5 left long, tightens 4.
Oops, don't hit that. And that.
Into 4 right over crest long, tightens. To tarmac, 5 left long.
To tarmac, here we go. This is where we're going to be able to tell this tarmac physics.
80. Gravel, flat middle of a jump. 80.
Okay, that's not enough to tell the tarmac physics.
Grid and 3 right long. Into 3 left long, tightens.
Oh, I'm
30.
liking this. Okay,
Crest,
even though I've
jump
just
through narrow gate.
started crashing it there,
Into 4
get
right
back in
long.
gear. I am liking this.
Opens.
Watch the gate.
80. Flat middle of a very long crest. 50.
Okay,
6 right.
so this feels very... This doesn't feel like dirt, the original dirt. Now, the original dirt was good. This feels... I'm not going to say, because obviously I haven't driven at high speed through dirt or rally stages or gravel like this, but what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling here feels very, very realistic. Don't fall off, and I'm off. Go on, get back up. Look at that. It feels very realistic.
Flat middle of a jump, 30.
And it's,
Right long.
compared to the original Dirt Rally,
Into 6
and
left,
I really like the
opens
original
caution,
Dirt Rally, I'm going to say
left,
that, but
tightens
this...
into 6 right of a crest.
Nope.
Into 3 left.
Compared to the original Dirt Rally, this
5
feels
right long of a
really
crest,
good.
Tightens 3.
And it's been a very long time since
Into
I've
5
done
left.
any amount of
30. Crest.
rallying, but I feel like I can get used to this again with a little bit of practice.
Straight of a
And he's
junction.
gone, and
Into
he's
4
gone.
Left. Tightens of a crest.
No, okay. Can I feed it through this? Come on, use that. Up there, up that. No. Okay. What's the reset button? Maybe that and recover vehicle.
Straight of a junction.
That was going to happen, wasn't it?
4 left. Tightens of a
All right. Can we
crest.
straight over junction? Can we flat shift this?
Into
We
5
can
right.
flat shift. Oops. Or not.
6 left.
That bug still
30.
remains.
Keep left of a jump into 6 right.
I do have
30.
hardcore damage off at the moment.
Into keep
I'm going to switch
into
it
3
on
right,
in the
tightens
next
of a
stage
crest.
just to show you guys how.
Into
Let's
5
find
left.
out how difficult it is when you crash this.
Middle of a crest 40.
Colin
3
McRae's
left of a
mantra
crest,
was
extra
always
long,
sort of
50.
if in doubt, flat out. At the moment, I'm scared. This feels
Right of a crest to keep middle
like
of a jump.
no other rally experience I've felt before.
30. Slow 6 right of a crest into
and
1
that's-
left.
I mean,
Into 2 right long,
I
tightens
guess
square
we're
right
going
of a crest.
back to Richard Burns, and that's what the original Dirt Rally was supposed to be pitted against. That's the end, isn't it? Come on.
60 over finish into 6 right
Come on,
of a
come on, come
crest,
on.
30
Turn.
to stop.
The original Richard Burns, and this one is was, I don't know. It feels really good. Yes, I know. It just feels really, really good. I'm actually really quite happy about how this has turned out. So what I think we're going to do now is we're going to go over to New Zealand and let's see what kind of things we can get. This one looks like quite a fast one, so we're going to take a faster one now. And we're going to go for... Oh, there's only why are there only daytime? No night on this one. Should we go for a wet surface? Let's go for a wet surface this time. And we're going to bump ourselves up and we'll go for... let's go for the Escort Mark II. Do they have the Escort colours? Oops, that's not what I wanted to press. Do they have the Escort colours? Oh, there's the blue for the Escort. I remember those. Oh, I don't remember those personally, but I know that colour. Alright, let's just go with this one for now. As you can see, there are currently 39 cars available, which is not a bad amount. It's at least 39 for rally. I think there's some Rallycross vehicles too. Hawke's Bay, New Zealand. Elsthorpe. I should know how to say that. It's just a British word. Oh, this looks like Britain. Well, apart from those mountains in the background. I didn't say that. That part looks like Britain. Okay. Let's give this a go. Now, I don't know. Is my field of view a bit awkward? I don't know.
3, 2, 1, go.
Sounds wise, all these cars sound... Oh,
Into
okay.
3 right long, opens 30.
Okay. This is a rear-wheel drive, isn't it?
Into sudden, turn
It is.
2 left. 50. 2 right long.
Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. This is brilliant.
Into 3 left.
Now I feel like I'm actually driving yeah. Okay, I'm going to spin out a lot in this, but I'm going to have so much fun doing it. How do you turn it around? Come on. What's that guy that messes it up? Austin Powers? Is that his name? Because that's what I've just done. Rear view mirror. I've lost the, I can't see the...
Into 3 right. 30.
What do you call them? The fence properly, or the barriers.
4 left long, tightens slow 30.
I am liking this.
6 left tightens, turn 2 left.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm clearly not that good at this. Let's move it back. But that's okay. First time ever. I've never driven this car before. I didn't know what it was capable of, but
Into 3 right long.
does it mean I can
tightens, 30.
sort of flick it? Yeah, I can, but it's really difficult to control. I keep forgetting that this isn't a race car, and when you're not driving, when you're driving rally cars. Oh, the mirrors are horrible in this. Do something about the mirrors,
Left
Cody.
of a crest, more cut maybe.
Cody's
30.
really needs to do something about the mirrors. Right. Now, let's be a
3
little
right
bit more
long,
careful
tightens
now.
2, 30.
Yeah, let's start being more careful. Oh! Okay.
3 left.
I felt like I got
60.
stuck in something in the ground there. I don't know whether you lot saw that, but the
Turn
car just sort
5
of
right, extra long.
stopped
Opens
turning.
flat of a crest, 80.
This is something that I heard that Dirt Rally have, or Dirt Rally 2.0 has.
Flat left
And
of a jump into small cut for right long.
I hadn't experienced it until that point there. Yeah, I know. I'm making a complete pig's ear of this. But you know what? It's okay. Okay.
Two right.
Oh, I love this. And I know people are going to go, you don't know how to drive one of these cars. Let me tell you something. You try driving in this title after not having driven a rally car for a long time. This is something else. Right, let's take this nice and gentle. Yeah, let's take this gentle. Oh, I was supposed to put on hardcore, wasn't I? Hardcore damage. Probably a good idea that I didn't put it on. Right, got to trust myself to do this. That's it. Come on. And just, you've got to gently get into the turns and then sort of make sure you feed it through. If you don't feed it through, then you start sort of panicking, and which is what I was doing the whole time through before. But now we're starting to, there you go, look, I'm starting to just gently get a feel for this, just slowly and gently. Obviously I'm going slower, but the idea is I'll pick up speed as I start getting used to it. Just gentle. And the back of this car is just constantly wanting to step out on me, but it's amazing to feel. Now each one of the cars I've driven so far feels very, very different, and so far this one is my favourite. And I didn't even know this one existed. Oops. Okay, careful.
Keep left into 5 right long. Opens of a jump maybe.
Slight drift. Just slightly.
Into 6 left of a jump long. Into narrow, 6 right.
Narrow 6 right. He said jump. I haven't jumped it yet because I'm too scared to. I'm too scared to actually. Oh, this is gonna jump, isn't it? No, it's not. I'm too scared to actually put my foot down on this.
Into 5 right, very long. 50.
This is genuinely amazing.
6 left, extra long.
Oh, that's bad.
3.
There it goes. Just hit the rear quarter panel 30. There.
2 right long, tightens.
And yeah, the rear quarter panel there, and the front wing as well. Why not?
Into 4 left, opens into open hairpin right long.
And the wheel caught the edge. This is cool. I'm going to restart this one, by the way. I'm stuck. Am I stuck? Please don't be stuck. I'm not stuck. Oh, you can hear some engine noises. That's probably a good time to speak about noises. Probably a good time to speak about noises. I'm going to restart this one for this, just because I want to try. Yeah. So, talking about engine noise and things like that, it sounds really good in this title. The sounds really are good. I mean, you can just listen.
3, 2, 1, go. 40, 6 left.
That's a pretty awesome sound.
Right long, opens 30, 3 right.
Right, let's just try and be a little bit more. Let's be a little bit more gentle with all of this.
2 right long, tightens.
Don't use the handbrake. I'm going to move my handbrake key actually, because I'll accidentally end up pressing it. I really need my handbrake key away from my steering wheel.
30.
Or ideally a real handbrake.
Left long, tightens slow. 30.
If you want to help me get a proper handbrake, support me on Patreon.
6 left, tightens, turn 2 left. Into 3 right long, tightens,
Okay.
30.
That's not where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going this way. I saw the sign.
Small cut maybe, 30. 3 right long, tightens 2.
The thing is, I have never felt anything like this before in the original Dirt, and certainly not in the or Dirt Rally, should I say, and certainly not in the
5 right,
Dirt
extra long,
games, as they were.
flat
Those
of
were
the
games
crest,
I
80.
never ever, I'll be honest, I never liked the Dirt games. They were annoying to me. I never enjoyed them. I actually
Left
owned
of a jump,
I
into
owned
small
Dirt
flat, right
3
long,
and Dirt 4. I played Dirt 2. Yeah, owned Dirt 3 on PlayStation, I think, yeah. And
into
Dirt
6 left
4
of a crest
on
long, tightens 3,
on
into 2
PC.
right.
And I never ever liked them. Dirt 3 I thought was supposed to be, a lot of people said it's supposed to be good. Let's go
Into
this
2
way.
left long,
Hello.
tightens,
Let's do that. There we go.
into 5
Dirt
right.
3 I thought a lot of people said was supposed to be quite good. I thought it might be
Tightens,
a return to form with Codemasters. It wasn't, at least in my opinion anyway.
and 3
Your
left
opinion may be
tightens,
different, and that's completely fine.
to
And
keep right,
then there
into
was
6
Dirt
left,
4, which I thought would be after Dirt
into
Rally.
5 left long,
I thought they were trying to cater for both audiences and
into 4 left tightens,
get things looking really nice and
30.
working well. Unfortunately, I did
4 right
not.
long,
I mean, it
opens,
was okay.
30.
It just wasn't
5 right
anything
long,
really
tightens of a
special.
bump, into 4 left long,
Um,
tightens narrow,
This, though, I've never quite felt anything like this before.
100. 5 left
The
of a bump,
driving
into
is
unseen, 3 right long,
incredible.
opens, 30.
It really is an incredible experience. And anybody
Right,
who
into
likes
slight left and narrow,
driving
4
simulations, anybody who likes the original Dirt,
right, into 6 left,
I'm saying from
and
my
3
first
left,
impressions,
cut
and,
of a
and
crest,
I will do a
turn, 2
total
right
reviews
long,
episode of this, to actually go through these in more depth
opens of
once
a
I've done
crest, and keep
a fair
left
amount
into
of driving.
5 right small cut,
Once I've done maybe
30.
10-15 hours of driving, I will do another video, or a total reviews video. But from my first impressions, if you liked the Dirt series, sorry, not the Dirt series, Dirt Rally, if you liked Richard Burns, Richard Burns Rally, if you like Richard Burns Rally, if you liked Colin McRae Rally 2.0, I guess. I suppose that was really more of a game, but I suppose that's more a nostalgia factor. I suppose it is a nostalgia factor.
Into 6 left of a jump long,
No,
into
no.
6 right,
Watch it.
into 5 left, extra long, opens, keep
But
right
yeah,
of
if
a
you
big
liked,
jump,
especially
to crest,
the original
into
Dirt
6 left
Rally
long,
and
tightens,
Richard Burns
70.
Rally, things like that, and you're looking for a hardcore experience,
into
because
5 right,
that's
very
what this
long,
is. This is
50.
not a game. This is a simulator or a simulation. This is you need to know what you're doing here, and I clearly don't. I'm trying, but this is
30.
just
2 right long, tightens,
insanely good. I have to say
into 4
that
left,
for what it
opens,
offers.
into open hairpin, right
Obviously,
long,
I haven't seen everything yet, and I will get around to having a look at everything.
into 6 left,
So I
into
will.
5
Oh
right,
dear, don't go there. I will get around to looking at everything
into 6 left long,
some
tightens
point
of a
soon.
crest,
I just don't know
into
when.
5 right long, tightens,
No. Oh, okay.
into unseen, 2 left,
But
extra
from
long, opens,
these
into 4 right,
first
small
impressions, as I said, it's brilliant. It really is. It does need frame optimizations, I will say that.
Right,
And the whole...
70.
Oh, great. Gentle. Go on, gentle. There we go. See, even that, you have to actually drive it like a real car.
Cut 6 right, into 5 left long of a crest narrow,
If you... Yeah. So, they do need, as I said, frame optimizations.
into 2 left tightens,
There probably are a few bugs with it here and there, of course. And I'm not too sure about that whole DLC policy, the whole deluxe edition, or anything like that. That's what I've got, but that's just for to make sure I get all the content, because I really like the series, so I know how good it's going to be. I'm not sure whether I agree with it. I don't know why they've done a DLC, but I suppose that if this has got a full game's worth of content now, and then they're adding more in, I suppose it makes sense. I don't know. I am going to see if I can look at the replay for that one. 2 to get rid of this. Yeah, that's
2
it.
right long tightens.
How do I get rid of the logo?
Into 3 left.
Hold on, I want to get rid of the logo. 17. Game watermark off. Broadcast mode. I don't know what broadcast mode is. Default replay channel.
6 left tightens. Turn
Oh,
2 left.
broadcast mode is without the noise. Okay, that's fine. Without the person
Into 3
talking.
right
Oh no,
long,
no, he's still
tightens,
talking.
30.
Never mind. Just knocking everything out along the way. Gotta take a screenshot somewhere, right? Like that, maybe. Now, the other thing that's missing on this is photo mode, something that Formula 1 had, and this doesn't. Given it's made by the same company, I thought maybe a photo mode would be helpful, but
Flat of a crest, 80.
they're not giving that clearly. At least not yet. Maybe there'll be an update for it. I haven't had a good look at the tarmac physics, it seems, but so far what I've seen, the gravel physics are incredible. It looks stunning. It does look stunning. It sounds stunning. Just listen to this. That sound is stunning. And it definitely feels the part. It definitely feels the part. I've never felt anything, like I said, quite like this before. No title that I have played quite compares to this when it comes to rally. And I love the fact that I seem to be actually leaving marks behind me. I'm just going to look at that right now. I am actually leaving marks on the ground behind me for other people to follow. That's incredible. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on DiRT Rally 2.0. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. Would really help me out. Also, you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/ecgadget,
Unseen, 3 right long.
and on Twitter and Instagram at ecgadgetlp. So that's all from me. I'll see you guys next time. After I've had, actually, I might not have a little bit more practice. I might just do it. But will you stop cutting across me?
Turn 2 right long.
Shush. DiRT Rally 2.0.